Another new release from Loxley. This time, it's the Robin Pro Tour Edition 2s. The review begins right now. All right, it is darts review time. Got an incredible video lined up for you today. I mean, come on. You simply cannot go wrong with a Loxley darts review. Doesn't get too much better than this, in my opinion. Now, hopefully you guys remember from just a couple weeks ago, from Loxley's winter launch, I reviewed the Robin Pro Tour Edition 1 darts. Now, very similar in my hands today. Look at that. We've got the Robin Pro Tour Edition 2 darts. So very similar shape, definitely different dimensions, and a different grip pattern, but yeah, that same OG Robin shape that we all know and love. And you know what? Going back on all my Robin review videos, I can't explain it, but man, I throw lights out with these darts. And it's funny because it's just not a dart shape that I would think would suit me, but hey, I can't argue the results, right? I always throw really, really well with the Robin darts, so we're gonna see how this one goes. But hey, same thing as last video, if you're wondering where you can pick these up. Dart Shopper, well, there's a bunch of different shops, but I use Dart Shopper in the Netherlands, and these darts, as well as the Edition 1 darts, right around 60 US dollars before any sort of discounts. So I'll have a link down below in the pinned comment, take you over to Dart Shopper. You can check out these Edition 2 darts or any of the other Loxley darts that they have on their website. Tons to choose from, and a lot of great darts from their recent launch. So make sure you check that out. But let's get into it, guys. It's going to be kind of similar to the video I did a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we have the Loxley Robin Pro Tour Edition 2 darts. Let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, let me show you everything that's included here. And it's the same exact thing as the Pro Tour Edition 1s. We've got the compact cardboard hand case, this time in brown. Same foam insert on the inside. So that's the packaging. And there are the darts. So same shape that we're all familiar with, but definitely some different sort of grip on this one. We've got the multi-rings on front this time, and in the back, we've got a combination of twin ring grips with wider multi-rings. Up front, same black point and same lip right there on the front end. So I would highly recommend some specialty points, get rid of that lip. And there they are. But yeah, interesting set of darts here. Slightly different dimensions, which I'm going to talk about in the next clip. On the back end, we've got the Loxley nylon stems. These are a short with the stem ring clip included. And there are those beautiful Loxley feather type flights on the back end. Standard size. So that's the setup. But let's go into the next clip. And I'm going to hit you with all the stats and dimensions. Okay, it's time for some rotating stats and dimensions here on the Loxley Robin Pro Tour Edition 2s. Starting with the points, these come with a set of generic black-coated points. They stick out of the front of the barrel, 28 millimeters in total. As far as the barrels go, they are 90% tungsten. The barrel length coming in on the long side here, 55 millimeters even. In the barrel width at the widest point, right on this arrowhead shape in the middle of the barrel, 7.85 millimeters wide. Now, something I found interesting, I reviewed the Edition 1s just a couple weeks ago, and on those barrels, the back end was 5.9 millimeters thin. A little bit wider here on this set. These are 6.35 millimeters wide for the entire rear section of this barrel. So yeah, a little bit of a difference there between the Edition 1 and the Edition 2s. Now, I unscrewed these Loxley nylon stems, checked out the drill depth of the barrel here, and now kind of surprised. They're drilled out 19.8 millimeters deep. So yeah, that's pretty deep for a set of barrels. Now, as far as the match weight goes, these were advertised as 22 grams, and gotta be honest, kind of disappointed with the match weight. Usually Loxley is spot on. The lightest barrel, 21.93. The next barrel spot on at 22 grams. And finally, that third barrel, 22.04 grams. So yeah, a little bit off there. However, hey, myself included, along with many other reviewers, we make way, way too much of a big deal about match weight. It's something you're never going to notice. So yeah, don't worry about match weight. If it's a little bit off, not a big deal in my opinion. But let's go into the next clip, and I'm going to tell you all about this grip. Alrighty, let me give you a quick grip level check here on the Pro Tour Edition 2 barrels, and comparing them to the Edition 1s, I'm going to say this barrel is ever so slightly more grippy. This back end just seems to have a little bit more bite to it. I can feel the twin ring grips a little better than the Edition 1s where it just had a multi-ring. So I'm going to say grip level 2.5 on a scale of 1 to 5 with this barrel. If you remember the edition ones, that was a grip level 2.3. So check this out, guys. Before we get them on the board, I'm going to use the same setup that I used for the Pro Tour Edition 1 review. So we're going to go with the Condor Axe 120s with the 3 fins. So I think they're going to throw fairly similar. Again, this back end is a little bit wider, so it should be interesting to see how they fly, but I'm kind of curious. I have not thrown these yet. So let's get them on the board and have a few throws. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go. Let's have a few random throws with the Robin Pro Tour Edition 2 darts. Now, I gotta be honest, I can tell a slight difference between these and the Edition 1s, and it all has to do with the thicker or the wider rear of the barrel on this set. It doesn't make that arrowhead as pronounced, and that's exactly where I'm gripping the dart, right in the middle of the barrel. My pointer finger is kind of straddling that arrowhead. So yeah, it's just a repeatable grip every single time. So I think that pays off and a little better results on the dartboard, but we'll see how this goes. I have faith in the Robins. I've always thrown them well. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Little bullets to the dartboard. Oh, you get some deflections though. That third dart, the lip hit the dart that was already in the board. So not a fan of that. Plus I just took a chunk out of my flight. So yeah, specialty points, strongly recommended with the Robins. Quite a lip up front. All right, throwing them kind of high here. I gotta come down a little bit. There we go, good adjustment. You know, I think that's one of my strengths. You know, I have that jacked up throw due to dartitis, but for some reason, if I have like a wayward first dart, I'm able to correct that pretty well most of the time. So yeah, I don't know how, I can't explain why or how, but you would think with my throw, I shouldn't even be able to play darts at all, right? Well, actually, I couldn't for a while. I had such a bad case of dartitis. I had to stop playing entirely for about a year. I just could not release a dart. I could not make my arm go forward. But anyway, that's a story for another time. And you know, with these darts, let's see, how do I want to tell this story? For my match darts, I use a straight barrel dart. My biggest issue is that my grip will drift up and down the barrel. With a set of darts like this, or maybe with a set of scallop darts, something with a good reference point, you're getting that same grip every time. And I think that's my biggest issue, is gripping the barrel in the same spot each and every time. The Robins kind of rectifies that. Yeah, they do get to the board really quick with these Condor Axe 120s. Now, that was another deflection, although, hey, there's good and bad deflections. The first turn, we saw a bad deflection. That was a good deflection. I'll show you here in a second. Good deflection right there into the treble 20. So, who knows, maybe if I had specialty points on right there, that could have been an 85, maybe a 70. Instead, it was a 125. All right, that first dart is not good today. Another, see, great adjustment there. 81, we'll do one more throw, but yeah, I always have a blast throwing these darts, and I can't explain why they throw so well. Last one. My first dart is kind of struggling there. Oh, I'm not going to end on a 40. See, I think there I was just trying to throw them too hard. I'm just going to relax, kind of let the flight do the work. Still going into that 5. Come up a little bit. There it is. Good adjustment. Oh, hey, can't forget. Third dart saver. So yeah, I guess we'll call it right there. I was kind of all over the place, but had a few good turns, so we'll take it. Back of my flights, oh, they took a beating there, so lost a chunk. Hate to see that. Again, specialty points. Can't stress that enough on pretty much most every set of darts. It's going to eliminate those wild deflections, and your flights will pretty much last you forever. So let's go into this 180. We'll do a quick wrap up. And again, man, love the Loxley darts, Loxley Robin darts. Here we go. Boom! I think that safely ends the streak of crappy 180s that I've had over the past 4 videos. That one was pretty nice. First one, well, there's the third one. Second one, nicely next to the first one. And there you go. Kind of an aesthetically pleasing 180 for once. It's been a little while, like I just said, but hey, there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed the close-up look and review of the Loxley Robin Pro Tour Edition 2 darts. If you did enjoy this video, hey, thumbs up, always appreciated, but you guys have heard me say this a million times. I much prefer the feedback, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of these darts, and let me know if you intend on picking up a set of these, or hey, maybe any of the other Loxley Robin models, or any of the other new Loxley Robin darts that just came out in the winter launch. Reminder, link to Dart Shopper down below in the pinned comment. Again, they're going to run you right around $60 US. Hopefully you have some bonus points lined up, which I just happen to have some bonus points, and I bought a brand new dartboard. That video is probably coming sometime next week. We're going to do a first impressions on that, so I think you're going to enjoy that video. And oh hey, before I forget, make sure you get into the giveaway. I did the Red Dragon pre-launch giveaway. Just a quick little reminder of that as well. You have until Sunday to enter. So I'll be picking a winner Sunday night on, I think it's December 15th, I think. Yeah, so now comes the time of the video where I give these a recommendation on how well I think they're going to work for your typical average everyday recreational player. And I tell you what, the Loxley Robin darts, pretty much all the variations of them, they are so hard to give a recommendation to. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that you wouldn't think these would work well for most players. But again, everything I read anywhere on the internet, everybody loves these darts. And same goes for me. Like, I wouldn't think that I'd be able to throw these well, but review video after review video, I'm throwing lights out with these things. So yeah, I shouldn't give them a great rating or a great recommendation, but how can I not? I can't ignore the results from everything I see. You know what? I'm going to give these things 8.5 out of 10. I think they're well deserving of this score. Again, you wouldn't think this is a barrel shape for everybody. It's a little bit too long at 55 millimeters, but trust me on this one, guys, they work well. So yeah, give them a chance. Give them a try if you haven't already. I promise you, I'm not wrong on this one. So that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Get into the giveaway, and World Championship starts Sunday. I can't wait. Let's go. Later.